Hi guys, you all are once again welcomed in this Apala Online Pathshala where we make you wake up and fly. I'm your mentor Anurag and today I have brought the last and final part of the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender. We have learned a lot about this poem in our last videos. So without wasting time, let's start. My dear students, in our last two videos, we have already learnt a lot about the poor and pathetic conditions of the children living in slum areas. So, before going into the last stage of the poem, let's have a quick revision of the previous parts with these multiple choice questions given for you. The tall girl with her head weighed down means Option A, the girl is ill and exhausted. Option 2, has her head bent with shame. Option 3, has untidy hair. Yes, the option first is right. The girl is ill and exhausted. Question second, the paper seeming boy with red eyes means the boy is sly and secretive. Option 2, thin, hungry and weak. Option 3, unpleasant looking. Yes, option second is right. The boy is thin, hungry and weak. Question third, the stunted unlucky heir of twisted bones means the boy has an inherited disability. Option 2 was short and bony and option 3 was strong. Yes, you all are right. Option first is right answer. The boy has an inherited disability. Question fourth. His eyes lives in a dream. A squirrel's game in the tree room. Other than this means the boy is. Option first, full of hope in the future. Option 2, mentally ill. And option 3, distracted from the lesson. Yes, the right answer is first, full of hope in the future. Now question fifth is, the children faces are compared to rootless weeds. This means they, option first, are insecure, option second, are ill-fed, and option third, are wasters. Yes, the option first is right. They are insecure. The next question is, what does the expression open-handed map show? Option A, power of the poor. Option B, the poor are powerful. Option C, the poor are powerless. And option D, maps are drawn at the orders of powerful people like Hitler. Yes, the option D is right. Maps are drawn at the orders of the powerful people like Hitler. Next question is, what kind of future the slum children have? Option A, very hopeful. Option B, bright. Option C, clear like water. And option D, hopeless and uncertain. Yes, my dear students, you all are right. Option D is right, hopeless and uncertain. What do the words from fog to endless night mean? Option A, bright light outside. Option B, bright future. Option C, hopelessness. And option D, dark and uncertain future of slum children from birth to death. Yes, you all are right here. The option D is correct. Dark and uncertain future of slum children from birth to death. Now the last question is, what plots the maps of the slum children? Option A, garbage. Option B, blockage. Option C, stones in the streets. And option D, dirty slums. I hope you all are right. Option D is right, dirty slums. So after this quick revision, now look into the last stanza of this poem. In the last stanza of this poem, Stephen Spender says, unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Now, Spender here says that there is no coordination between the map of the civilized world and the world of the children. He says that governors, teachers, inspectors, and visitors must fill this gap. Here, the phrase governor is used for the governing bodies like ministers and other governments. Inspectors, visitors are the people who are liable for the betterment of these poor children. Spender says that these people must peep into the world of the children living in slums. They must make their world the world of the children too. The unsustainable environment of the slums had shut all their gates to the progress. These children are not able to see progress because their world is limited to these slums only. While the map in the classroom shows a different world, which is the world of powerful, rich, and alleviate peoples. Stephen Spender here further says that this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. He says that the map has become the window of these children, and these windows are closed on their lives like catacombs. So here in this line, the word catacombs mean a kind of underground graveyard used to be existed in France many years ago. Remains of about 6 million people can be found in these catacombs. So here in these lines, Stephen Spender has compared the map to windows and these windows to catacombs. He says that the unsuitable environment of the slums has shut all their gates to progress. They are laying shut like underground graves. These obstacles should be broken. तो स्पेंडर यहाँ कहते हैं कि इन बच्चों के सामने दो तरह की दुनिया है। एक तरफ तो वो दुनिया है जो कि इन्हें नक्शे में नज़र आती है, जो कि पावरफुल और रिच लोगों की दुनिया है, जो कि इन लोगों की आंखों से कोसों कोसों दूर है। जबकि दूसरी तरफ इनकी अपनी दुनिया है जो कि स्लम है, झुग्गी झोंपड़ियाँ हैं, कच्ची बस्तियाँ हैं, गंदी बस्तियाँ हैं। और इन दोनों तरीके की दुनियाओं के बीच में, इन दोनों तरीके के वर्ल्ड्स के बीच में किसी तरह का कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं है। अब ये कोऑर्डिनेशन कौन बना सकता है? ये कोऑर्डिनेशन बना सकते हैं गवर्नर्स, ये कोऑर्डिनेशन बना सकते हैं इंस्पेक्टर और विजिटर्स। जब तक ये लोग आगे आकर इन बच्चों की मदद नहीं करेंगे, तब तक इन दोनों दुनियाओं के बीच में कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं बनेगा। पोएट कहता है कि ये नक्शा जो कि क्लासरूम में टंगा हुआ है, ये इन बच्चों के लिए एक खिड़की है और ये खिड़कियाँ इन बच्चों की ज़िंदगियों पर कुछ उसी तरह से बंद हो जाएंगी जैसे कैटाकॉम्स के दरवाजे बंद हुआ करते थे। यानी कि कैटाकॉम्स एक तरह का कब्रिस्तान हुआ करता था, एक तरह की अंडरग्राउंड कब्रिस्तान हुआ करती थी, जिसमें एक गुफा नुमा ये कब्रिस्तान होता था और इसमें लाखों की संख्या में लोगों को यहाँ दफना दिया जाता था। तो ये जो खिड़कियाँ हैं, ये खिड़कियाँ इन बच्चों की ज़िंदगियों पर कब्रिस्तान के या कब्र के दरवाज़ों की तरह बंद हो जाएंगी यदि इनको कोऑर्डिनेट नहीं। स्पेंडर फर्दर सेज, ब्रेक ओ ब्रेक open till they break the town and show the children to green fields and make their world run azare on gold sands. So he says that the windows should be broken. The windows that are the barriers, the obstacles coming in the progress of these children, the things that are hindering the progress of these children should be broken. He says that these obstacles should be broken till they break the town. Everything that binds them should be broken. They must be allowed to breathe in the open air. Let them come out of their narrow lanes and dirty slums. Their world should extend to sky blue waves rising over the golden sands. So, here the poet wants progress for these children, and for the progress He wants to break all the barricades, he wants to break all the tradition, he wants to break all the barriers coming in the progress of these children. इन लाइंस में स्पेंडर इन गंदी बस्तियों में, इन स्लम्स में रहने वाले बच्चों के लिए एक बेहतर और एक अच्छे और एक प्रोग्रेसिव जीवन की एक्सपेक्टेशन करता है। स्पेंडर कहता है कि इन बच्चों की प्रोग्रेस में जो भी बातें बाधाओं के रूप में आ रही हैं, जो भी चीज़ें ऑब्स्टिकल्स के रूप में या हिंड्रेंसेस के रूप में आ रही हैं, चाहे वो ओल्ड ट्रेडिशंस हों या चाहे कुछ भी हों, उन्हें हमें तोड़ना होगा इससे पहले कि वे सारी चीज़ें इन शहरों को तोड़ डालें। और इन बच्चों के जीवन को निखार कर इन्हें भी आसमान की खूबसूरती, इन्हें भी खेतों की हरियाली, इन्हें भी एक ऐसी खूबसूरत स्वर्णिम ज़िंदगी दिखानी होगी, एक ऐसी सोने जैसी चमकती दुनिया इन्हें भी दिखानी होगी जिसको इन्होंने आज से पहले केवल नक्शों में देखा है, केवल कल्पनाओं में देखा है और कभी वास्तविकता में वो उससे रूबरू नहीं हो पाए हैं। तो अगर हम इन बच्चों का एक अच्छा भविष्य चाहते हैं तो हमें इन बच्चों को ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ देनी होंगी जिससे कि वो प्रोग्रेस कर पाएँ, और वो अगर प्रोग्रेस करेंगे तभी हमारे सामने एक प्रोग्रेसिव सोसाइटी आएगी। इस तरह की विश, इस तरह की एक्सपेक्टेशन स्पेंडर इन पोएम्स की इस लाइन में करता है। एंड लेट देयर टंग्स रन नेक्ड इनटू बुक्स, द वाइट एंड ग्रीन लीव्स ओपन, history there whose language is the sun. So Spender here says that let these children come out of their narrow lanes and dirty slums. Their world should extend it to the sky blue waves rising over the golden sands. Let the pages of wisdom be open for them. So he says that these children should also be given the opportunity to study, to read, to learn. Their tongues may run freely without any check or fear. They should be free from fear. They should read freely, they should study freely so that they can progress, so that they can move ahead. Only those people make and create history who have the warmth and strength of the sun. So we can see in these concluding lines of the poem, Stephen Spender wants these children to be removed from their dirty surroundings. They should be provided new and open surrounding, because new and open surrounding would provide ideal conditions for their learning. They will then land in a world full of progress and prosperity. There will be no social injustice for these children. तो कविता की इन आखिरी पंक्तियों में स्पेंडर कहते हैं कि इन बच्चों की ज़बानों को इन किताबों पर घूमने दिया जाए। यानी सीधे अर्थ में, सीधे शब्दों में कवि इन बच्चों के लिए शिक्षा का अधिकार मांगता है। वो कहता है कि इन बच्चों को पढ़ने का अवसर दिया जाए, ताकि जिस तरह से एक नए पौधे से कॉम्पलें निकलती हैं, एक नए पौधे से हरी और सफ़ेद रंग की पत्तियां निकलती हैं, बिल्कुल वैसे ही इन बच्चों के सामने एक नई और खूबसूरत दुनिया खुलकर आए, एक ऐसी दुनिया खुलकर आए जो कि इतिहास बन जाए, क्योंकि ये स्पष्ट है कि उन्हीं लोगों ने इतिहास बनाया है जिन लोगों को सूर्य की तरह ताकत और गर्माहट मिली है। तो इन बच्चों के लिए वो ऐसे ही अधिकारों की, ऐसे ही अवसरों की एक्सपेक्टेशन करता है, विश करता है, और इसी विश के साथ वो अपनी पोएम को यहाँ विश्राम देता है। So dear students, in this way you all have noticed that in this poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender, poet deals with the theme of social injustice and class inequalities. There are two different worlds. Art, culture and literature have no relevance and value to slum children. They live in dark, narrow, cramped holes and lanes. Unless the gap between the two worlds is abridged, there can't be any real progress or development anywhere in this world for these poor children. Here are some short answer type questions and their answers are given for your better understanding of this poem. You all are requested to read these questions and their answers thoroughly and also write down them in your notebooks. Guys, hope this video is quite interesting and you all like it very much. So write your experience in comment box and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you soon with another interesting video. Till then, bye bye.